Welcome, Nature Infused Ash here, Ash K, awakening humanity alongside nature. Yeah, doing a random live. So we'll see what happens and where we go. So here, we really want to touch on the fire of transformation and how we go into this next few months. We really want to ignite our spirit, which is our fire, ignite our blood. Nature is the ultimate guide to everything that we truly want to uncover. Everything we need to heal, grow, and thrive can be found in the wilderness, which I could say I have seen that to be true with my own experience, even with Sabe, and really connecting with the land and being able to connect with Sabe and the spirits of nature. Again, like fire of transformation, it's spirit. Everything has a lesson for us. Gray Boa, welcome. Roger, welcome. I appreciate you. Hello, sir. Sir Sasquatch Confessions. But anyways, like the fire of transformation. As we see worldwide, there's lots of fire happening. I think if we don't get the message as a human collective, a lot of things can happen. It's just nature showing. Yes, there's the other side of everything, but if we really listen to nature, Mother Nature, it's speaking to us profoundly. And for the next few months, what we're going to do here is really connect you to the fire of transformation. Let's rise out of the ashes. And as we go into the season of boots on the ground, going out into the wilderness and connecting to nature, the quantum realm, we want to be able to have like the best experiences and like with our open hearts, right? So we can experience the unseen. So again, the unseen can be on this channel. You'll find more Sabe than anything, and then like the devas and nature spirits, right? So they're here to guide us. They've pretty much have really guided me into what I know today. Hello, welcome. And I've always used and been a part of nature, like always infusing. Gray Boa, I think you don't even know how beautiful you are. I can't help it, Ash. Appreciate that, Gray Boa. And but again, it's let's really get our spirit within our soul. You know, let's ignite that. Let's go through the fire of transformation and into spring, into summer. So here we'll really touch on opening up our heart. So I want to be able to provide you guys the, the tools, the adaptogens, the medicinal mushrooms that I'm using, and as a collective we can all use together to strengthen our connection to spirit within and without, right? Same, I love nature. It makes me relieve stress. Absolutely. It's the best therapy there is. And humans have been so disconnected, even like with our footwear, it's, again, it was probably all to disconnect us from what we truly can be, from our ability. And as we connect stronger to nature, grounding, infusing nature through what we consume, and I don't like using the word consume, but like medicinal mushrooms like reishi and chaga and turkey tail. These are like the leaders of, I didn't know you had messaged, so jury. Anyways, it's a game changer if we infuse, and if we can use the tools that nature has provided, that will awaken our dormant DNA within us, which then also wasabi. They've really taught me the multi-dimensional center of the earth. That's the core of the earth. It wasn't worth reading. Thank you. And being distracted. Sorry, everyone that has a purpose that is here. like reishi, my go-to is reishi due to the fact that it's so heart opening. And what is the best way to connect to spirit, connect to nature, and connect to the unseen is open heart, open mind, open to spirit, right? To the guidance, and follow that. Gasment, yes, like kids nowadays playing phones. They don't go outside. Like, I don't know, nature, it's what God gave us, right? That's everything. It's because what they want is us to be so disconnected we don't even know who we are, and we just follow, right? And no, like, I'm unable to do that. And I've, taught my son. He's definitely way more open and connects to nature through, physicality. We drink herbal teas, like the mushrooms. Like, we did a cacao ceremony, really doing that. So much peace in nature. Absolutely so much peace in nature. But what we like to do is connect with the fire of transformation. And again, we're going through the fire. So as the phoenix rises from the ashes, let's rise up this summer from the ashes. And we're going to really start to connect with, text, Western would enjoy. Yes, connect to the water element, right? Okay, so Sabe has really been trying to connect humanity, for those who will listen, to water. Nature connects. I don't even know how to explain it to you guys when we're not completely boots on the ground. It's nature will guide us. We can see the energy, we can feel the energy. Ceremony and fire ceremony is so important, absolutely. And then you use the fire element. It's all connected, right? The Tejas, the fire is a sacred fire. Again, it's probably why they, make a lot of fire bands, is so I wear sandals, not boots. See, that's, yeah, or like grounding flip-flops and or just bare feet. What else did I want to? Absolutely. And because yeah, because we're so disconnected, and we want to be able to, even just putting your hands on a tree and on every connection you can make with Mother Earth, right, is going to help you stay connected and ground, work on that connection full-heartedly. But anyways, I don't know what else to touch on. But yeah, Zach Star, even spoken to trees. I have, absolutely. And they have so much wisdom. They're like the gatekeepers. They're the wisdom of so much. Like, when I am out on expedition or I'm boots on the ground and I'm teaching people, when we grab the resin, well, first off, we ask for permission, because I think everything is like that respect thing that we want to hold. And we're gonna take that resin, the sap from the tree, and place it in. That's so much wisdom that we are now putting into our bodies, infusing our bodies. I am so, I appreciate, and I'm so grateful when I do that with the tree, because that wisdom is now going to be interlinked, because everything's interconnected. So now we're putting that into us, and it's going to help activate, because this stuff really keeps us connected, activated the dormant DNA. Like, even Sabe, they have shown me the energy. I'm able to feel the energy now. And again, smell it, taste it, to be with it. Well, yeah, absolutely. It's all your five senses, but we have all those other five senses too, right? Because we are humans. We have the intelligence side, we have the will, we have the reason, we have the imagination. We can change our perspectives, right? So there's all of that. But as I have been boots on the ground for going on 4 years with Sabe, they have been guiding me how to use the energy that has been taken away from us, and the gifts like telepathy, remote viewing, and teleportation. It's mind-blowing and mind-bending that this stuff can actually be so profound. And it can be mind-bending due to the fact that we haven't been able to, we've never learned it. So it's now me being guided to use these abilities and then being like, okay, and now teach others. It's like, yep, right. Thoughts on the Fae. I mean, they're going to be another spirit as well, right? They're like the Devas and the Faes and all of that. They're just another part of the, call it like gatekeepers, watchers, like Sabe. They've been here for, well, since planets existed forever. Mother Earth has been here. There's no, we've all of a sudden appeared. Now, Sabe has never been disconnected from these gifts, and they're more of the guardians, the forest people. So then you could have Fae that are more going to keep the different aspects of nature in place and thriving. Because like even the fairies and stuff, like they're all like, when you come across like even gnomes and stuff like in the forest, and you have that moss and they have those little holes in through them. I get it, you have chipmunks and squirrels, yes, but you also have the mushrooms, and they can really feel the fairies, but they're more there to take care of, maybe like, I can touch more on the fairies, more of the energy of the medicinal, like the mushrooms, the fungus, the moss, the trees, the energy, to keep that energy going. There are some places that you could go past and they feel more, they call it dead, right? They're not alive. You want all the elements. So what the spirits are doing is really keeping all the elements going. Fire has a place for everything. Fire is transformation. We do need fire. And right now that if we want to take this and pull the view back, what's happening is we as humans, being humans, we are asked by Mother Nature to step up. If we don't, we are going, there are things that are going to happen where we could look at it, we are a parasite of the planet. I mean, we're just consume, destroy. We're not supposed to do that. We are supposed to be kind of like guardians, protectors of the physical world, like more so than the others. But of course, powers and stuff that become more head-centered than heart-centered can happen, right? So what Sabe has really taught, hello Julie, welcome, is they're the guardians of the earth, and they're going to teach us, to the ones that have been open, the ones that are really actually listening to the lessons that are provided from them. Are you actually connecting, respecting, less consumption, more production with even like you yourself? Like, are you showing respect for nature? Are you appreciating that tree, the grass? Like, look at how many people want to remove their grass and put artificial grass in. What are you doing? I don't get it. So people like that, we would look at that as a parasite, and the fire of transformation could possibly come and take that away. We are being asked to show up higher consciousness. It's not spirituality anymore, you guys. This is higher consciousness. Can we as humans keep up as the consciousness shifts? And you can see it when you're looking and being in nature. Like the animals themselves, they know. It's amazing how much stronger their telepathy and their communication is. Like it's transcending. We're all going up. So it's incredible if you listen and connect. When you find one, you find them all. There's so much going on in the world. It's our time next to take care of the world. The time is now. Well, I mean, we're all, yeah, I don't know how to answer that one. We have been given, it's too late. Humans, we're on the brink of, we've been asked and we haven't. And are you actually going to, it's like, we're going to start spinning so fast, and are you high enough in consciousness? Are you grounded enough in Mother Earth? Are you connected enough to not be spun off, not to be burnt off like a parasite? We are, yeah, We're being asked. The next 2 years will go to show you what is about to happen if we are not listening to nature and doing what she is asked, because it's all over. It's speaking volumes. Like even the trees are communicating that to us. Anyways, don't forget to smash that like button, you guys. Feel free to share if you care. Julie's song, Taking a Care of Creation, was first directive given to man. Absolutely. And how far have we been removed from that? We're totally doing the opposite. It's more of being destroyed and consume. How much land can we consume? They're consistently building. And it's like, no. We have to, like, I don't see the point of it at all. There is so much abundance everywhere, and they have human beings believing that there's so much scarcity, so much lack, so much fear, because that's the best way to keep everyone dumbed down, if we must use that word. And there's so much abundance. Like when people say, oh, look at that, and blah, I'm like, look at all that abundance. Absolutely, there's abundance everywhere. People, buying brand new vehicles, buying brand new houses, and buying this and buying that. There's so much abundance, but maybe they're just not using it in a correct way, right? And that's where people have to start to realize that as well. The Sasquatch are the old guardians we were supposed to meet. The next is what I'm getting. Are they trying to show us the way? No. Okay, so yes, we're, some of us are like a way shower. Okay, they're not connected to everybody. We need to now connect to what they want us to know. Multidimensional beings. That's what we are. They have given me that image. They showed me when I was boots on the ground in October by myself, and it took me a while to really integrate what they had shown me. I thought it was something completely different, so I went down that pathway and I was like, oh goodness, nope, that's not it. So now we are being asked to show up with the knowledge that they provide us. And Sasquatch Confessions, I know I can speak to you more so because I know your connection with them. They show you. I see it when you're in the wilderness. I can hear them. I hear what they tell me. And not everyone is like that. Not everyone is connected. And I stop asking myself why. And I accepted, oh, it's because of this, and this. And I get that. Okay, and as we eliminate the fear in ourselves and stop doubting what they're showing us, sometimes it can be hard. Don't get me wrong, peace, Ellen. Don't get me wrong, it can be challenging to share to all of you on what they're communicating to us and what they're showing us. Sometimes it's easier when you're out there in the bush on the ground with us to be able to, because when you guys are exposed to the energy, it kind of activates the blood in our bodies, these dormant DNA, right? It activates us. And Julie, I know you're connected because, well, you're here and I've seen your, the stuff that you share. And I keep getting 13. And see, there's 13 viewing. I hear it all the time. There will be 13 major ones in a certain way that this called discovery is about to come out in the next few years. And I don't want to say discovery as I'm not showing you guys or trying to prove of anything. I'm showing and sharing experiences. I'm here to help guide you to connect with Mother Nature, to really strengthen your self-connection so you can experience the unseen nature spirits, Sabe. I mean, the Devas and Sabe definitely like to work with me. I got slapped in the hip by one sleeping in the hammock on the top of the mountain around the Coquihalla, no joke. I could feel her power. Yeah. I bet. That would be something else. I would not want to be slapped. I'd be like, did that hurt? Am I back? Can you see me? It went black. I don't know what happened there. Sasquatch Confessions. Always so much gratitude and appreciation for your support, love, and helping us bring this to the world. Absolutely. Gratitude. Gratitude. Because it takes support of all of us to continue bringing experiences online, for us to keep going out there and bringing, it's just like that synergistics. It's that whole circular movement. And I definitely know Sasquatch Confessions is definitely one going through the fire of transformation on all levels, right? Sir Monk, I'm from Mission, BC. I know that area well. Yeah, see. And they always pull. They're just everywhere. And it just shows to show you how much higher consciousness the people that show up here have, their connection to themselves and to spirit, to be able to have these experiences. Like, it's amazing, and it makes me so happy and excited that there's so much to come, and all the people that are having experiences, because it's just higher consciousness. No pain, it was more of a push. The hand was big. I'm a big guy. Yeah. That's cool. I'm supposed to be able to make hand contact, so they've been working with me to really get to be able to sit there and allow them to come up to me. That fear has gotten minimal over the past 3.5 years, so I'm definitely excited for this summer to see what is going to come of all of this. Well, I mean, it's just going to come in to more with the product that I'm launching. This is like stuff that really will help us connect, like adaptogens, help you to adapt to any situation. It's infusing the nature into us simply, and they're going to help keep us connected to nature, which we want to stay connected to nature. What's up, TaylorMade? Enjoying the fire of transformation. And yeah, laying on the hands in biblical. You'd have to elaborate more. I have no knowledge of the Bible. All has just been, what I've been learning is everything they speak about in that. Like, I think Sabe has taught me way more. And again, this might be very hard for some people to hear, but Sabe has been here. They're the originals, like you said. And they're the guardians. They know the abilities. They saw, well, let's say this happened. They saw Jesus, but there's no difference with Jesus than us. We are all a child of the Creator, right? We're all, child of the Creator. So we have these abilities, and what Sabe has really brought them online. Yeah. It confirms your message, putting your hands on. Okay. All right. Maybe that's interesting. See, and Sabe showed me like how I know putting your hands on the truth of something is like my whole left arm will light up like with their energy that they've shown me. And yeah. Anyways, I'm just gonna quickly ask, who saw the glyph structure from one of the shorts? I know one of them was skipping. People were telling me that I did put up a new one. Anywho, I wasn't expecting that. That was fun. And yeah. Queen Nan, hello, what are you doing? Just sitting here having a live with the community, talking about the fire of transformation, Sabe, nature spirits, and all of that. But yeah, let's get back to the fire of transformation. As we go through these couple months, really want to start to touch base on that. Gonna go boots on the ground more with that, and as we go into the summer months and we really anchor in physical form, the snow's gone and all of that, we can get out further into the deep, vast wilderness of the mountains. We will start to touch on the element of water, because Sabe has really definitely wanted us to do that. You're working but listening. So that'll be fun, and helping the community and us really connect. So yeah, I was going to do more again, because the fire, spirit, and the blood are all interlinked. The consciousness is in our blood, as what people have been sharing and stuff. And it makes so much sense, because when, like Zach said, well, when you cut someone open, does the water leak out? It's like, no, not really. It's mostly the blood. And what they kept telling me over the past few years is really to get that blood circulating. We want that blood circulating, spilling new blood all the time. Like, so Schisandra berry, I love Schisandra berry for that. Really, cayenne pepper, I'll take in capsules to really get that circulation going, because we want to make sure that everything is flowing like a river. We don't want stagnation. So that's even with our energy, you guys. Like, we have like all these 10 bodies. It's not just this physical body. We have 10 bodies, right? And we want that blood circulating throughout our body without stagnation. So again, you can get issues in your tissues when we have stagnation in the body. So there's all kinds of practices that can help us physically do that. Running is good. Open energy more so. Yeah, open energy, right? You want that open energy. See, and that's why even the spirits, nature is the quantum realm. Like, that is what is so amazing, that I have learned that it's no different. So like, we're in, let's say we play this fiction world. We go to work, maybe not, maybe we get to live our passion, but we're still contributing to the human aspect of living and going to and from, paying bills and all of that kind of stuff, because we live in that society right now. And you go out and you remove yourself and you go to the deep, vast wilderness. It's quantum. There's so much energy. So the energetics, we want to make sure we're cleansed as well. So as much as there is the dark, it's how to explain this. The energetics is, you want to connect to the Akashic records and really pull in, and sometimes we need to have mentors, friends that have these other abilities more so, because our subconscious, which is what usually runs us, wants to hide, right? So if we can energetically keep all of this, all over the place, Kundalini yoga, so Kriyas. So we're really working in the bodies of, like, you got your mental body, you got your emotional body, you got your like all these bodies out here, the aura, right? Bioenergetic field. And you want to clear this. So certain Kriyas that we can do will start to strengthen this connection right here. Again, but we want to strengthen the connection through the heart, so that the gut, the brain, the heart, and the brain, we want those in coherence. We have really, that's why they keep everyone in fear, is so we stay more so in that reptilian, in the lower parts. And if we can blast open that heart chakra, we're really starting to pull in spirit, because we're opening up that vessel, and then into coherence up here. So there's different movements that we can do to clear this, like going like this, like even like this, up and down like that, right? There's anger fists to get the anger out that's coming up from the root and cleansing it out, and then you're again activating this halo around. Like, it's all just, it's energy. Absolutely. If you are not capable of running, even flexing your muscles. Yeah. David, man, I so appreciate your knowledge. around mind, body, spirit, and wellness. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You're so welcome, welcome, welcome. Really going to start to strengthen that here so we can all have really great experiences. Exercise is crucial to looking good and feeling young. Team sports or gatherings with others for physical activities are good for our mental health as well. Absolutely. Community is so important. That connection it's valuable. I couldn't, and that's how I grew up, was always playing sports. It was all kinds of sports, and I loved it. It's that team aspect, it's community, it's what was tried, they try to take that away from us because they know how powerful our connection as a community can be. So that's why if you can actually find a community that is of the same frequency, and sometimes we have to be that small fish, and once we, our time is up, we have to jump to the next pond and become that small little fish and grow in the next frequency of community. That's what I've seen. Like, I'm always going, oh, this community, and then you did your time here, you all learned from each other, and then all of a sudden you're over here doing this, like that's like, even if you want to talk about financial for a second, you want to surround yourself with people that you can learn from, because then you're growing, and then you're both growing and you're flourishing, you're becoming higher consciousness. It's so valuable. And then like even like groups like community and women's, like the way women get together and have their catalyst of energy, and the groups of men, like I'm happy to see that more men's groups are starting up, being able to touch on emotions and how to express them and heal that. Like that is so important, because we have to come together, but doesn't mean always together in the same group. But it's like, it's important to have our girl, like the feminine side of it, the masculine side of it, and stop this divide. Like, holy cow, like the yin and yang is in all of us, and we're born, sorry, some might not like that, but we're either born a man or we're born a woman, a girl or a boy. There's no any other ways about it. That's the way we were created. And again, people will try to divide that to kind of lessen our ability to achieve our greatness. So if we focus on here, self and self-mastery, then you're going to start to look at your potential and be like, wow. But then you're going to start to align with other people with that potential and self-mastery inside of them. Because I see a lot of people going back to certain communities, and it's like, what why aren't we growing? Why aren't we flourishing? And then, like even with me, I have to be, sometimes I feel like, oh, I have to be careful what I share, because all of a sudden I have people stealing my ideas. Like, what are you doing? But okay, I'll find peace around that, because it's, you put time and effort into there, and you've tried to help when you're with those people, share your knowledge, share your gifts, and get it out there. But they didn't listen, and then all of a sudden they're using your ideas, and it's like counterintuitive. That's not productive. We want to be catalysts for each other, help each other, all grow in certain ways. But yeah. Anyways, anyone, and again, I've been going through, like, it's like I'm the phoenix rising up from the fire, because I've had a heck of a time not even knowing that I was, just make some racket for you guys, not even knowing that I was holding on to grief and anger towards, relationship. And I was just like, whoa. And when I heard God's source go, and I said, why did you do this to me? They're like, because we had to bust your heart wide open. And I was like, oh my goodness. And I heard the lesson. And then I got my gift from Sabe. So I was like, yes, I finally heard the lesson. But you guys, I didn't know. But once I really started to open up that heart, just because we, as humans, I think we've been really programmed to really protect it in any way possible, right? It's also recognized by Sasquatch. Yes, Lawrence, during COVID, when team sports were shut down, I took up 3-hour solo hikes in the Niagara just to stay active. It's still part of my active lifestyle and enjoy the alone time. And when you have that, it's your own energy, right? You're able to connect, you're able to feel, see, hear, and just be, right? Without those little distractions. And it's nice. Alone time is nice. It's also can be challenging. That's one thing I noticed in October when I was solo, boots on the ground. I was like, I have no one to talk to other than Sabe, nature, and myself, and source, right? It's like very interesting. And taking people out into the bush and into the wilderness and teaching them about the berries and the plants, and I love doing that. That's something I'm so passionate about. That's why with this new business that I'm launching here, it's like I would love to start a nonprofit retreat and bring amazing individuals like yourselves out and connect and get our consciousness, because when you bring higher consciousness people together, your energy is way up here instead of way down here, and your experiences, profound, you guys, just profound. So people on the same frequency, same vibration, you go out into the wilderness and you connect. Yeah. Your experiences are tenfold. It's like, yeah, we could all just be levitating and having so much fun. Like, that's what I mean. Like, you connect with, like, what I love doing, like, and you've seen in some of the videos, is really connecting to the mushrooms and using, like, the juniper berries. And I really put all those berries into a pot and put them in with and I do drink coffee. I know it can be, but it's daily. It can be a delivery system as well. And drink that, and it's like you can feel your blood come online. You can feel those energetic shifts within your body. So that's amazing. But yes, that's my goal, is to be able to do that. No, I already have my business. I'll show you the products that have been launching here. It's just going through the packaging and putting the labels and stuff on them. So again, they're going to be all around the world, this is going to be another dream. Like, I'm all around the world connecting with, products that have been infused with love, with Sabe's magic and energy, and guided by them, to be able to connect people to nature with these types of recipes and drinks and stuff. And then that all goes into, the creation of what's about to come and transpire. Like, you guys, there's so much that's about to transpire with the wilderness, people, and connecting, healing, and all of it, right? So excited to be able to share step by step as we go along this journey. So also, what I'll probably start doing is Patreon, because I've really been starting to dive deep with Patreon, because all my content can't go on here due to the fact of just being controversial sometimes, but more in the fact of really connecting the group together and supporting one another more on a live aspect. And community, it might not be physical, but it'll still be physical in a way that it's a tighter group. It hopefully stays within the group that's immediately a part of it, and we grow, we shift energies there, like energy clearings, and being able to have an energetic bath and go into the wilderness with a pure open heart, setting intentions and stuff like that. By the way, your Sasquatch balls are a big hit. Woohoo! So happy to hear that, Lawrence. I substitute peanut butter with the Nutella. Thanks for the recipe. Oh, you're so welcome. I'm so happy. Seeing almond butter, cashew butter, sunflower, it's all good. I'm so happy that makes my heart so happy to hear. Potions and alchemy is still living strong. Absolutely. And it's so living strong. I love doing that. It's one thing I like about hosting retreats and being the chef is because I get to put all of this in. It's intuitive curator is my title, if we want to title. I don't like using titles, but I really, the food speaks, and it's like, oh, a little bit of this and a little bit of that and a little bit of this. It's like, yep. Was I burned at the stick? Maybe once. I love lava though, so I don't know about that. I love fire. Mario and Luigi were the founders of how powerful mushrooms are. Sure. Yeah, that's funny. That's the Luigi. Yeah. And I guess it depends on which mushrooms, you know, and I've been hearing other people say, Ashley, don't disregard the magic mushrooms. And you guys, it's not that I disregard them. It's you have to be highly intelligent when it comes to using stuff like that. And don't become, I suggest everyone goes to Patreon to support and learn from the amazing creator. And again, appreciate the support, Sasquatch Confessions and all this community. Yeah, like, I just want to hug all of you. Energetic hugs. But I love putting potions together, potions and lotions, and I use herbs. People, I can hear people's bodies speak to me. So when I get a group of, let's say, 10 women and I'm chefing, it's like, this retreat's about this. So what herbs, what creations can I do to expand that experience even more, right? It's like, oh, this is about healing the inner child wound. Okay, so we're going to need some innocence, some joy, some opening of the heart, some support, some balance. It's like, what can we play with? And I love that. And I'm going to bring more of that to you guys because it's something I'm definitely passionate about. And I think a lot of maybe don't know. I was sought out by Sabe and other individuals for a reason. I'm really going to start to anchor that in and show up and really show and help support you guys on this journey and all really connect and strengthen and raise the consciousness, right? Again, awakening humanity alongside nature, rising up to the next frequency, right? So it's changing the vibration in the body, shifting to a different frequency and rising up to it, right? So to achieve what we want. Oh no. What are your guys' goals? I mean, I have type C goals that are starting to come to fruition, but love this. You're welcome, David. Thank you for being here and supporting. But what are you guys? What are some of your goals that you're working towards? I would love to hear and be able to put some energy on that and intention on that so we can all grow together. I love supporting people and sharing. Yeah. Anywho, what else? What else? There we go, 13 up there. See what I mean? Power of 13, you guys. There's 13 of us that are the Wayshowers. Just kidding. Don't forget to smash that like button. Share if you care. But who else goes out? Boots on the ground. How to activate the pineal gland. Absolutely. Breathwork is great. Julie, I could send you some. I'm going to start putting stuff on the Patreon around, I knew what you meant, around really activating the pineal gland and so again, we're going to have to start with that heart, the fire of transformation. But really bringing that up and different kriyas that we can do. But again, what you could really do is just really pull that root. So when you're taking that deep breath in, so as you sit here, start to squeeze. It's called the Mula Bandha, the pelvic floor. You want to squeeze that, right? And really squeeze it up. So this is on your inhale, you guys. So I can't really do it and explain it at the same time. So as you're inhaling, you pull that. It's like we're going to rise the Kundalini energy up the spine. So as you're pulling that energy up and you get to the top of your breath, you hold. And what you're going to do is really squeeze all the way from the pelvic floor all the way up to that pineal gland and hold it and hold it and hold it and hold it and then let it out. And again, you might feel dizzy, but to me, I like that feeling because you're really starting to activate it. So what happens is you're going to start to, it's kind of like a magnet, right? You want to magnetize that magnet in the pineal gland. And doing that with your breath, you can do it while you're driving. Sometimes that's how I teleport while I'm driving. Shh, don't tell anyone. But it's amazing what breath can actually do. And it's really going to start to encourage that circulation, encourage that spinal fluid to go from the root all the way to the top. Really activate that pineal gland, the magnet, and magnetize. So then when this thing wakes up in here, and again, humic and fulvic's really good as well for activating that. Like, it's a game changer on so many different levels. But that's what you can do to really start to, yes, ha ha ha, laugh out loud. Really activate that energy up the spine. And one thing, another practice I've been, Spirit's really been guiding me to is, they're all over the world. So reach out. I could always look in your area. 13's my lucky number. Yeah, see, 13's a powerful number for me as well. It has my Jersey number. I've been working on understanding when the deeper self is communicating and not think of them as random thoughts, right? I guess the spiritual side to come back. Yes, and the spiritual side, the higher consciousness side. So what you're doing is when you're guessing, you're becoming conscious of your thoughts. And that'll be the game changer. Is when we need to know. So people become unconscious when we listen to music, do the dishes, driving the car. So if you could actually become aware and conscious of what you're thinking, change those thoughts if they're not productive, and really start to anchor in that higher consciousness, which is like the spiritual side of it. And that'll start to be a game changer too. So you don't want to become unconscious or uncompetent conscious. Conscious, uncompetent. So a lot of people can manifest and create, but it's unconscious. So you're an unconscious competent. If we can actually become conscious of what we're thinking, creating, doing, like all throughout your day, and there are times when you will become unconscious. Like, I'm always working on that. It's say a mantra over and over again, what you're trying to, I'm so happy and grateful now that, just to keep that yourself consciously aware of what you're thinking. Okay, just stay out there. Zach, I like to picture my spinal column as a garden hose. Still want it breaking in here. Okay. Yeah, but you need to be able to squeeze that energy up. So make sure you have to squeeze the energy. You have to move it. And as a physical being, we're squeezing that energy by pulling the root, pulling all of that up the spine, right? Interesting technique. It's like we go on autopilot. Right, exactly. So instead of going on autopilot, that's our subconscious, right? That's what's going to start to run you. That's what's been running us. So become aware of the autopilots when you're driving, even listening to positive podcasts, self-growth, because we want to self-master ourselves, right? We're mastering ourselves to be able to master our reality that we're creating. So avoid going into autopilot. Confidentially conscious. No. But yes. Okay, that shifts the focus and the light. Good chat. Awesome. Always happy to help and hear you guys' feedback. But yeah, shift the focus. Like people say, Jesus, turn the other cheek, right? Turn the other cheek. It doesn't mean turn the other cheek to get slapped again. It's to gain that other perspective and go in the other way. Sometimes that can be challenging. It's like, what perspective am I not seeing here? But, yeah. Anywho. Anyways, maybe I need to fix this phone. Yes, possibly. It's okay to spend money on yourself too. Sometimes we need that energy. Okay, so it's like the 369. We are physical. We need to dump. We need to have new space for our being as well. We have to clear our cache. And sometimes our electronic devices show us that we have too much clutter within ourselves too. Same with our vehicles, you guys. Like, people would be like, oh no, it's like, oh yeah, it's speaking to you. Yeah. Oh, Chippy. Oh, that's who was trying to get in here. It was Chippy. Because now he's out there chipping. Yes, it's a beautiful fire. Very peaceful. Very peaceful. Yeah. Anyhow, my phone is at 10% and growing. But anyways, yes, dump. The new phone is a good thing. I actually finally did an update on my computer and all of that, and it was completely different. Like, I could feel it in my own energetics. Any advice with steps dealing with grief and anger? Absolutely. Because I was going through that and not even knowing that I had it. It's called anger fists, and it's really good at coming and bringing that root of the anger up. And the grief is knowing that it's a phase. Okay, so the anger fits, you'd want to sit on your knees and then bring your thumbs into your palms and squeeze it like that. I don't know if I can do that here. And then you want to sit up straight, and as you're going like this, so you're really like pulling the anger up, right? So it's like O mouth, inhale, exhale. Do that for about 3 minutes. That was really good at processing those, so then they don't get stuck in your body, right? It will then help that anger, that grief to come up, to be released. And when you're doing it, towards the end of the 3 minutes, start to think of that anger, of what that root was, so you can really start to process it. And remember, it can be uncomfortable, you guys. And just to know it's okay to be angry, to be sad. And anger is the root usually sitting under grief. So to express that grief. And I know myself, I'm not one good at expressing. Chippy wants the positive energy. Absolutely. Expressing the grief sometimes, and I didn't even realize that, like, my body will just like, nope, suppress, we're going to shut off. That's why when I started opening up my heart, the anger and the grief started to come out, and I was like, oh my gosh. And then I watched a movie that kind of really influenced the crying. And it was like, yeah, transformational, because we need to release that. But knowing that it's okay. It's okay if you're experiencing that. Just don't allow it to sit there inside. So those anger fists, I would definitely recommend doing that. It really brings that up and shifts the energy within your physical body, but also in your other bodies, right? I lost my best friend. I'm sending you so much love. I feel that. My mom last weekend, my siblings completely checked out. I believe that my mom, or maybe even the Sabe, brought you to me today. What was the movie? Thank you again. Yeah, you're so welcome. Yeah, see, so processing the grief and knowing. So my dog just died. Oh, I don't know. Was it Tuesday? See, that one to come up. So I get the processing of the grief. Energy clearings, David, also are really nice. And be thankful. Like, and again, it can be hard, but be thankful that you got to experience them. That's something that really shifted my perspective and my feeling like, oh my goodness, I'm so thankful for all this time. So thank you. I'm so thankful for you showing me that I could love, so profoundly. Thank you for all of this. Because then it kind of helps us deal with the sadness and the anger, and knowing that we hold that power within us, right? So doing that, and then the anger fist, just for when that anger comes out, like, why did it have to happen to me? Like, I get it, because it can happen, but kind of look at it as like and remember that they kind of graduated and their energy is still there. So if you tune in and you start to process these emotions by doing the anger fists, by even just placing your hand on your solar plexus and your heart and breathing into that, you're starting to acknowledge those feelings and emotions, which then they go, oh my goodness, you acknowledged me, and then they kind of just will go away. And a lot of humans don't want that. They want to run from their feelings, but if they just want to be looked at, right? And I feel you, and the grief and the anger. I send my love and support for you as you transition this stuff. And that's why, again, the fire of transformation. It's the phoenix rising up out of the ashes, right? This is transformation as well. For them, they graduated the earth realm, they go back into energy. You guys, like, this is when I was doing these kriyas, like I told, like with the anger fists and stuff, and my uncle transitioned into energy. I literally heard the message come through, and I was like, whoa, really? And then when I was gardening, so these kriyas, like I suggested, will help you really connect to that as well, David. So crying is a part of healing. Absolutely. It's like your soul, and that's that's a game changer. If I'm going through it, I like to find a spot in the forest and just yell it out. Yep, singing helps. Yep, I'm sorry. It's all good. Hello, Gary. Sorry about your fur baby. He had the best mom. Yes, acknowledgement. Yes, exactly. It's just that part somewhere in us wants that acknowledgement, right? Yeah. It's that innocence. And knowing that it's okay. It is okay to feel. It is okay to have anger. I mean, it's not okay to go take that anger out on something. No, but all it wants is you to look at it, shine your light on that. But I hope that helps. You can always reach out to me on Instagram, forgingwithbigfoot@gmail.com, on YouTube, where else? Patreon, all of it. But yeah, 1616, that's the day I was born. Ash K, I'm sending you positive thoughts and energy. Huge help. Thank you. You're so welcome. Help. Always love to help shift and really bring in the that healing energy, that just that love and that light and the energetics of it. Absolutely. So anyways, I'm going to have to go. The phone is almost gone, the battery. And thank you all for showing up and participating in this and being in this energy of higher vibrations and frequencies with the fire, the sacred fire. Sunday Live is great. Woohoo. Yeah, see, that's something I'm thinking more so Spirit Sabe has guided me to do, is possibly during the day instead of the Thursdays at night, because it's just so much energy, and I'm kind of wired when I'm done doing the shows. So, and then I love it. So all of you have a fantastic day, wonderful day. Have a great morning, evening, whatever part of the world you're at. Enjoy, and until next time, thank you so much. Take care.